Hey there. So good morning. It's been a long time since I've been here, so I'm a little rusty. But a few of you have been asking me for some more videos, so I'm gonna pop in today and see what comes through. So today, I have four cards. I picked them from my first deck, and the first one is moving your body. Kind of a funky little leg up there next to the egg. I don't know. It's a little weird picture, but moving your body. So I'm getting that message that it's the cold season. It's very cold here. I don't mean cold in the medical sense, but chilly. It's winter here, at least in America, and it's the time when we're hibernating a bit, staying inside. We don't want to go outside. It's so cold, and when we are, we're tensed up. So just a reminder to keep moving your body even when you don't want to. And maybe it can be just something simple like a little dance or something, which kind of goes into my next card, which was glittering with the divinity within. So remembering to always keep that vibration up, remembering who you are and that you are a divine being and filled with love. And perhaps I saw these two cards together in my head as maybe dancing as though you have divinity, or glittering with that divinity within. So helping that to help you stay motivated and help you stay active. So there's those little reminders for us. And then the next one is making time for stillness and study. So as much as we need to move our bodies and get some exercise, we also need to find time for, I never know where to put this exactly, making time for stillness and study. And so, of course, meditation, finding time for not being quite so busy. This is typically the season that people slow down a little bit more, but you may be finding that dreams that you're manifesting are creating a little bit more work and busyness for you. And so just that reminder to still try to take that time. It's like, the to-do list, exercise, eat better, whatever. But it's, these are all important things. So trying to find that time to be still, a little self-study or a little study about something of interest to you, something that's not, that will be of help to you, and not just studying popular things that are maybe not going to be of any help to you. And the last one is giving away what no longer serves love. And so in that whole January cleanup, declutter feeling that everybody gets into, all the stores sell their plastic containers and things like that, because everybody starts to get rid of, once they're cleaning up from the holidays, they start getting rid of things and decluttering, which is always a good thing. Remembering to get rid of what doesn't serve love, as well as what just isn't serving you right now. So and that can be decluttering your mind, I'm hearing too, decluttering your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, to whatever it is that does not, bringing in only that which serves love and what makes you happy and makes you feel love. If you're holding on to an idea of something and it just isn't creating that good loving feeling anymore, then maybe it's time to move on to something else. So it could be jobs, could be just ideas, could be dreams. You could have be somebody that every year has kind of the same dream to always do something through that year. Maybe that dream is no longer serving love and it needs to be dropped totally, or maybe it just needs to be changed up a bit. So taking some time to think about that and deciding, sorry about that. So I did kind of get a message that Isis was going to come through, whether she's coming through with the actual physical message, or she's coming through with the verbal message, or whether she's coming through with the help of the translation. I'm not sure, but getting a little bit of Isis energy coming through. And Bridget has been around. I have some body oil that is Bridget is the name of it. And so I've been thinking about her more, so I think she's coming through too. So let's see what pops in today. La selo hara veni shira, yehodi mino kore vejia ti kurama. Helo si sande ti salana, helo ledo bare kuba. Selonde de freshina, eoshe, oshe shela te korame susina marandeku. Ale venote sa senale nedore vishi. Pausing, so I realized I have my microphone on, so she's pausing for me to do that. Hope you can have heard everything else I've said today. Told you I'm a little rusty. Sasalaredo te afeshi salodo mikirati silamana chushi. Shaleko te vrame si sete te tokirame ola fisesande to sivrame to la veshisho. Shulata kiro nemurete famashita. Ravimine kuti si salameno te freminiti. This new year brings in those new ideas, new promises, always new freshness. Sandetikila e sosea makumalende sito manangendo ki malento ale venotisa. And with the newness also comes the remembrance and the honoring of that which is not new, which is part of you, which is always part of you. And we can refresh it, but we don't have to completely change or release it. Santeleteto de verimina suzi takino reshina. Opesine haneleto at visikanaleo negasi manoshi takaya neokekiao. Osi se vanesce tocarameto si paraieno aletedo kinemalande si frameito kisita. Osi sane hete lotate pescina la pacoya tetoi ya olopetino yesama heyo nikita. Oleto sisa le conde to tapasina la hameto ki malando yesisa nekurameto. So is message here is that even though at this time of the year we tend to become more sedentary and solitary, that this is not the time to hide away. We do need that time, as the cards were saying, there is that time for silence and stillness and quietness, but there is also a time for gathering. So as much as this is not typically seen as a time for parties like before the holidays, etc., it is a time to gather with your tribe, and your tribe might just be one other person sometimes too. The time to gather and talk about what's happening, what you're feeling about what's happening, receiving energy from each other, and just receiving the energy of the love of the relationship, whether it is your friend, your lover, your sister, whatever it might be. Receiving that love and just having that conversation, but also that gathering, that oneness. Gathering the goddesses, gathering the gods, gathering the gathering the brothers, if that's where you're at and who you are. Sintetikla AOC malahenoti sapero nesha chacha kikuginemekia olasizoma hey ku kikia nanesita upa ikikia lane o yusi ariaseseo ya umba ikiana ulodete no namara ni shitikonomea. So I'm also receiving this message. There are many women, feminine, that tend to only gather with those of their own gender because it makes them more comfortable. And so this is maybe not the time to only, it's important as well. It's not that is not important, but it's also time to gather with those that are bringing the masculine and the masculine energy. Excuse me. So we want to, all right, just clearing something out here. We want to be sure to include the masculine in our feminine gatherings as well, our just oneness gatherings, and also masculine if you're only hanging out with your brothers or your friends, trying to also bring in the feminine, the divine feminine as well, in your feminine friends, to balance and just to harmonize. There've been so many that have felt that they have traumas that they can't share with a masculine because the trauma maybe came from a masculine, and the same in the other direction. Masculine that feel that they can't share with the feminine. So it's time to get past that, and it's time to mingle. Hearing the word mingle. It's time for mingling. So we need to mingle with both genders and other genders to gather and to expand. Salatete sika lohotora mesi sandetura. So Isis is saying, like, I'm big with my girls. I got my goddesses, my girls. There's always so much there with that gathering, but there's it's only part of our universe. It's time to expand that circle. Sinta palaheto ramiku yetiki aleme no yipipi adno koisita la nesito shana pialo no urodo mai no hale veho si samane koshita urinu do yipika la nesito no badesito malanesito mai ikiana uyudo di mani lupo pai kikia la nozi zomai kitina la no ipiti azize no kiala no mane do zete kinolo o pape ye kia ini si solo mama si sande tutte jula hute dukina. Oh, how many okay, I can't talk fast enough. There's so many ideas and so many she's talking very fast. There's so many I can't think of the word. There's so much expansion that's coming that we need to be working together and hard at finding our parts in all of the sections of this expansion, all of the tiny roles that are coming. We need to start gathering more for that. Shiputu, shipta, ilokiando, si amane de jone, no ni bio do ki to be comale, no si sani tieto kielo de binesi si dedo ki, ole meno si tale teti si no shatona. So she says at this point, she's going to be speaking, and I'm not going to be translating because she wants you to feel the energy of the speech that is coming through. So tukonolo hinimi hosino lo mi kapaini hisiti olo lo mina ye okokiana ikiki ono no biti sinala no ijano pero nunti urupi sisa lo kito ni bitila ani homa upaya iayene konola unini alo no ipunele hone si zeno kyo mai ku poi ni hala yene kuna no isono urumbeni ku hi si sinala o no me to zina usuzonda hula no iti alo fembe shi na lo kyo no fi famini ni to lo izonoma o ma ni ho ye yo ko be ya ai no o me I na o lo me ku bi I le o no you ne ne lo mai kia ko ngya ne o yo mo ni yo le me no ni no mi kyo no ye ya ma o ma hey you ne no lo ni o lo mo mi ki ne no no we ya mo ya kyo no oh my ku boy ya no lo ne no lo seto shato tipika la no si pai no ne ati bale ku hi ya makuma One o male honona le hio dero yo me le kiondondo yenile ya heno le ni ane yo Heno lende orando re mio Hondo lende alando re nia Hoshe lokia dele inaye o Ondele inaye. Hollondore niaye. Sallendonde niaye yo. Sondo tene meseleo. That's a bit of a long message. So, so I hope that this records okay in the beginning when I didn't have my microphone on, because I feel like it was really important. So I'm going to post it, whether or not it's great at the beginning. Hopefully, you can get through to the end where you can hear it better if there's an issue with that. So, yeah, get your marching orders. Get together with your peeps. Find those little groups, find those big groups. It's just really important right now, and maybe this is the time to find those groupings and those gatherings, since other stuff has kind of slowed down. So hopefully that speaks to you. That's something that resonates with you. And yeah, maybe I'll see you in a group nearby soon. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Namaste. Love you.